Happy Wisdom Wednesday to you here. Hoping I can take a couple, 4 or 5 minutes to talk about the importance of training our heart. Was on a 5K run with my buddy Andrew last week, and this was a consistent thought that I had during this run. You know, if you do any kind of regular exercise, you're likely familiar with the 5 heart rate zones, everything from little to no exertion, like I'm at right now, where I'm sitting at about 62 beats a minute talking to you, to maximum heart rate. Generally speaking, what is it, 220 minus your age. So for me, call it 185 beats a minute. Well, for optimal heart health, and really for optimal physical health, if we want to raise the level of our performance, we need to spend time across the spectrum, not just between rest and exertion, but even varying levels of exertion. If we spend all of our time near our maximum heart rate, then we're bound to find ourselves in trouble and will stunt our growth, our acceleration. Roger Bannister was the first human to break the 4-minute mile mark. This was a massive milestone for the running community. Well, now something like 1,200, maybe even more people have broken this 4-minute mark. And it's widely accepted that had Roger Bannister incorporated more zone 2 heart rate training, more slow running into his training curriculum, then he likely would have broken the 4-minute barrier sooner and at a faster rate. Well, this is the same with our psychological heart. Our psychological heart is really not much different. We have a range of zones, so to speak, for our psychological heart rate. When I was about to graduate from Bible school back in 2013, a really wise mentor that I had at the time said, Bob, as you go to work and serve in vocational ministry full-time, you need to remember that you're going to be meeting with a lot of college students, spending a lot of time with them in the Word and helping them solve their problems. That, as enjoyable and life-giving and fulfilling as it may be, is not your food. It is not your sustenance. If you don't take the time to care for your own spiritual nourishment, then all of these appointments that you're in will burn you out. That was very sage advice. So how do we do that today? How do we train our psychological heart today? A couple of key points that I try to incorporate. One, we need to take inventory and assess the various activities, stressors, human relationships that we have in our life, and learn what kind of an impact do they have on our psychological heart. What kind of benefits do they give us? How much do they run us down? How enjoyable are they? And begin to take kind of an inventory that helps us not only to prep before heading into one of these interactions, but also learn when we need to pull back from something. Human interactions, for example, some people are just inherently taxing on our psychological heart, maybe through no fault of their own. But some people are inherently life-giving, uplifting, and make us feel better as a result of having spent time with them, so we can learn to manage our relationships. Some activities, the physical, spiritual, psychological benefits that we tend to receive from them outweigh the stressors. For me, my exercise in the morning, the benefit so far outweighs the stress that it places on me that I don't miss. It is an extremely rare occasion that I skip that activity because of the benefits that it provides. But some activities that we have in our life are just necessary, and they're not life-giving, they're not enjoyable, they're just a necessary stressor, like filing your taxes. Fortunately, we only have to do that once a year. So take some inventory. What is a stressor on your heart psychologically? What are the benefits of the various interactions, relationships, activities that we have? And then learn to maybe not just structure your day or your week based off what needs to be done, but what is life-giving, what is not life-giving, what strengthens me to do more, and what just zaps my human battery. And just be considering this in the coming weeks. Hopefully this is a little bit helpful for you. Have an awesome Wednesday.